Yo, what's the haps? This is Benjamin D'Souza, aka 3900, aka the Apex Predator. And I'm back with another tape, man, to lace y'all with. Hopefully this could be something that's edifying, give you something to think about and all that jazz. But you know what time it is, especially when we got the Mortal Kombat on, you know we gotta do a fatality. You know we gotta do a fatality. And I've been tough on them Conan fatalities late, but hold on, I think I'm gonna switch it up. I think I'm gonna switch it up. Who am I going? You know what? I'm gonna go here with it because this is very apropos. You know, to some of the things that I'm talking about. And I'll keep them side characters. And what am I talking about today? I'm gonna talk about the Xavier Worthy situation first.
Dark Cotton Colony. Finish her. Fatality. Gearus wins.
Yo, the leg twitch is crazy. The leg twitch is crazy. It really is. But and I tell you, I seen a lot of hot takes when that story first broke. And man, y'all know I'm from Kansas City, lifetime Kansas City Chiefs fan. You feel me? So that kind of upset me. And that brother Star was definitely rising. You feel me? It was rising. Oh, hold up. His star was rising. And he's to me, I'm just gonna talk about Xavier Worthy as a player and what I saw from him. He is a lot of people want to compare him to Tyreek Hill. No, I think he's different from Tyreek Hill because for one, he's a little bit faster than Tyreek Hill, a little bit taller than Tyreek Hill. They say Tyreek Hill is like 5'11", 5'10". Tyreek Hill is closer to about 5'9". You get what I'm saying? Because and they cook them numbers on for some of them players on their height. Because I remember years ago, this was back when Chris Johnson, CJ2K, when he was on his run, doing his thing, right, with the Tennessee Titans. I worked at the Chiefs Stadium. I went through this temp service and I worked at the Chiefs Stadium. And I was down on the ground and I was walking through the tunnel as he was coming out to the field. And I walked past him. And they had Chris Johnson listed on 2K at 5'11", like 205 pounds. Now, mind you, I'm 6 feet. At the time, I was probably what, 190? I'm walking past this dude. I'm like, man, this dude is small. You know what I'm saying? This dude is he's not 5'11", bro. He's every bit of 5'9", maybe 5'8". 5'9", maybe, yeah, probably good, a solid 5'9", but he's not no 5'11". You know what I'm saying? So they got Tyreek Hill listed at 5'10", 5'11", but I think he's closer to like 5'9", maybe 5'8". But Tyreek Hill is a little bit more stout. He's got a little bit more muscle on him. Xavier Worthy, he's more of a track star. I would compare him to, let's say, a Deshaun Jackson. He's more of a Deshaun Jackson-esque type of player. You get what I'm saying? But this kid is dynamite. Dynamite. I mean, you give him a ball, you flick it to him on a bubble screen, give it to him on a jet sweep, and he's liable to break it for 6. Real shit. He's a big play threat anywhere on the field. If you throw it over the top and bomb it to him, he can get you 6. You give it to him on a bubble screen, he can get you 6. Give it to him on a jet sweep, he'll give you 6. You gotta respect his presence every time he's on the field. And he did that as a rookie. Now, with that said, I'm not gonna say he could have did that anywhere else. You know what I mean? Because he is catching passes from the greatest quarterback in the league, Patrick Mahomes. But that's a whole nother story. Now, if you haven't heard, right, let's just get to it. If you haven't heard, Xavier Worthy has been in a relationship with I guess she's a professional track runner, whatever the case is. Yeah, she's a runner. She's a track star, all right? And Xavier Worthy, I don't know his finances. I don't know the backstory behind it. Apparently, I don't know if he bought the house or if he put her name on the house as well and they bought the house together, whatever the case is. I don't know. But all I know is she was his fiance, right? Now, Xavier Worthy put a PI on her, put a private investigator on her, just to watch her comings and goings and to see what she was doing. The private investigator found out that she wasn't being faithful to Mr. Worthy. Private investigator gave that information to Mr. Worthy. Xavier Worthy decided to end said relationship. And I don't know if he called her over to the house or she was already over there and he just wanted to confront her in person. I don't know the details of that. But he came to her and presented the evidence and said, hey, look, you've been cheating on me. It's over. I want you to get your things and leave. She then did not leave. In fact, she proceeded to physically assault Xavier Worthy and then damage his property, right? And then call the police on him and falsify a statement saying that he assaulted her when that wasn't the case at all. You get what I'm saying? So she broke 3 laws from my standpoint. Assault, that's the one. Criminal mischief by just breaking shit. And depending on the value, the total value and all the items that she broke, that could be a felony. Like once you get into a certain dollar amount of property that you've damaged, it goes from a misdemeanor, that's misdemeanor criminal mischief, to a felony. You get what I'm saying? And then number 3, falsifying a statement. She just committed 3 crimes. I don't know if this gal needs to be locked up. Just off of that alone. Just off of that incident by itself, she needs to be prosecuted. But that's another story for another day. Now, shout out to Xavier Worthy. I hope and pray that he has learned a valuable lesson. He should never, ever go through this particular circumstances again. For one, he needs to, let's just, put the onus on him. He needs to choose his partners better. And 2, he needs to go about, if he needs to end the relationship, he needs to go about it differently, in my opinion. This is just what I've learned. You get what I'm saying? Because I went through a similar situation to Xavier Worthy. It was with a gal. She thought she was being slick. She was doing a little slick shit. So, and I played dumb, didn't say anything. And a lot of times, what I've learned with people and their personality is that people do things to you not because they have a need to do it. They just have a desire to denigrate you. You get what I'm saying? So a female would cheat on you not because the guy whom she's cheating on you with is better. You know what? I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna save that point for later on in what I'm in later on in this tape, right? But anyway, and I'll come back to my personal story as well. But I was listening to a broadcast by a particular gentleman here on YouTube by the name of Jason Black, and his channel is The Business. And he spoke about haters, right? He had this broadcast talking about haters. And I implore you, you people, yeah, I said it, you people, to go check that broadcast out. And let me say this from the onset, this particular tape or this particular presentation is for the brothers. It is not for you females. So please, any of my female subscribers, do not hop in my comment section with any of that bullshit. I will immediately block you. I will immediately delete your comment and block you. I'm not going back and forth with you. This is not for you anyway. Now, if there are anything that, if there's anything that you can glean from this and you can apply it and make yourself a better person, great. If not, I don't care. Now, in this broadcast that Jason Black presented, talking about haters, he talked about how you have to be mindful of people who are not, how you say, on your level. Because if you have people in your purview or in your circle that are not on your level, you guys are not going to mesh in the long run. And this goes for intimate and platonic relationships. You know, it is true. The Bible is true when it says, can two walk together unless they be in agreement? Right? Now, what a hater does is a hater will walk with you and not be in agreement with you. You get what I'm saying? You see how I flipped it on you? Can two walk together unless they be in agreement? Well, a hater will walk with you and not be opposed to you the whole time. You get what I'm saying? And you have some people who are enamored with your light, your skills, your abilities, and all that other stuff. And they want to get close to the light. They want to get close to your light. They even want to monetize your abilities. But secretly, they, how you say, despise you. They despise you. They despise you for your abilities. You know, a lot of people are envious of, especially if you are a man of many talents and abilities, or if you have a great talent and a great ability. Some people have more than one talent. Some people have multiple abilities, right? But it's incumbent upon each individual to go within themselves and see what their talents and what their abilities are, and to foster those abilities and those talents. You see what I'm saying? That's the problem. That's the main problem with a hater. A hater lives his or her life comparatively. And living your life comparatively is the thief of joy. It really is. One of the main now I live in a town. Well, my hometown is a hometown with two major sports teams, right? And I've crossed paths with professional. Well, no, hold on. I take that back. Three major sports teams. I forgot about the soccer team. Shout out to Sporting KC, and shout out to the female soccer team, the KC Current. Shout out to them as well. So I guess that's four. I'll just say three and just lump Sporting KC and KC Current as the one. But I've crossed paths with Major League Soccer players, Major League Baseball players, Major League Football players, right? And I've never been envious of their station in life. Yeah, some of them are making millions of dollars. They're jet setting, popping a bunch of, exotic broads and all that other stuff, and popping champagne on yachts and all that other good stuff. That's fine. That's fine. But I've never compared myself to them because I've never been a hater because I don't compare myself to them. For one, I know that my path is not their path. You get what I'm saying? There was an associate of mine years back, and she said something. She was the former, and I've told this story many times before, and I'll say it again. She was the former wife of a close friend of mine, right? A day one, if you will. And she's from another country. I'll say that. She's from another country. And she came over here to America. She got a business administration degree. And she thought she was going to be a titan of industry. She thought she was going to be a female CEO of a Fortune 500 company here in the United States. And she didn't understand that, that's not how those MBAs work. You get what I'm saying? That's not how those business degrees work, sweetheart. It don't work like that, you know. But anyway, uh, she we were sitting around one day, just chilling, lamping. I think we might have been watching a football game or something. It might have been a Sunday. We was grilling, having some drinks, on some real cool, calm, laid back type shit. And she said she was lamenting about how she would call home and a lot of her classmates she went to high school with, they're back home. They stayed home and got their degrees back home, and they're flourishing, right? They're doing exactly what they set out to do, right? And she was like, "Man, that kind of got me sad." That's what she said, right? And she was telling us that she was telling her mother this, and her mother and she told us that her mother told her like, "Look, that's their path. You got your own path to walk. You can't judge yourself by somebody else's path." You get what I'm saying? And I say that to say this. I don't get mad at, or I don't hate on celebrities, athletes, actors, or anybody else of any whatever profession that they're in if they get success. And the reason being is because I might not be willing to do what they did to gain that level of success. That's the first thing. Second thing is, I might not have the talent or the skill that they possess to gain that level of success. You get what I'm saying? I have my own talents and abilities. I have my own skills. I have my own skill set. You know, why would I be jealous or envious of LeBron James for being LeBron James? I'm not 6'9", 250 pounds, and with like a 40 something foot vertical. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So I could never be LeBron James. So why would I even get envious of him and want to take his spot or hate on him in a sense like that? You get what I'm saying? And what I've learned, haters are losers, right? And people who are successful are winners. Players are winners, haters are losers, right? And a loser mentality will look at a winner and say, "Oh man, it's not fair. He's this, he's that." That's a loser mentality. You get what I'm saying? But a winner can look at another winner and appreciate greatness. You get what I'm saying? Appreciate greatness. When you see somebody who is great and who is adroit and who is skilled at whatever discipline they have partake in, appreciate that greatness, because that is greatness that you're watching. What you need to do is figure out within yourself what you're great at. Why do I say all this? I say all of this because sometimes the person who is your biggest hater is the person right next to you. That could be friends, family members, or intimate partners. And what I surmise in the case of Xavier Worthy is that his biggest hater was right next to him, was his fiance. Now, why did she cheat on him? She knew that the brother was a rising star. This kid is set to be a superstar, maybe even a megastar in the NFL. I mean, you come in your rookie year and you're catching passes from the best quarterback in the league in his prime. So Patrick Mahomes is already firing on all cylinders. He's Patrick Mahomes at this point, he's not developing his game. He's just fine-tuning his game. His game is already developed. He's just tweaking little, you know, things here and there about his game. All you have to do is go out there and see what he wants you to see, how he wants you to run the route, learn the playbook and run it. And that takes immense pressure off of a receiver's shoulders when he has a quarterback on that caliber. You get what I'm saying? So this kid is set to be a megastar. Megastar. And he's poised to get a big payday because, unfortunately, Travis Kelce is on his way out. Travis Kelce had, I'm not going to say it was an abysmal year, but he definitely had a down year as far as production is concerned. And he's on the wrong side of 30. I believe he's like 33, 34, 33, 34. And you had a down year. If he wants to stay with the team, he's definitely going to take a big pay cut. And by the time Xavier Worthy's contract comes around, Travis Kelce will be 36, 37. He's not gonna get a max contract at that point. The max contract is coming to Xavier Worthy. When Xavier Worthy's rookie contract is up, he will sign a max deal. That could be I don't know exactly what the top receivers are getting paid. Like what's that kid's name from LSU that plays with Cincinnati Bengals? Chase something. Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase. He's like the highest paid receiver. Xavier Worthy is going to get that. Now, a lot of people will ask the question, well, why would she do that? Chances are she probably cheated on him with another professional track runner, right? Another track athlete. I don't know how much professional track athletes get paid, but I'm just ballpark. I'm just spitballing here, but I'm guessing it's nowhere near the amount of money that a professional NFL player gets paid. You get what I'm saying? So why does she do it? She did it because she despises Xavier Worthy. She despises him. She despises his greatness. She probably says to herself, well, why do you get the big deals and why you get all the attention? I run track too. I'm an athlete too. You get what I'm saying? You see what I mean? And shout out to Angel Reese. Yeah, because I'm seeing that hater gene in you as well. I'm seeing that in you as well. Instead of just working on your game, you want to make TikToks and get on interviews and tell the get behind the mic and tell the interviewers, well, Caitlin Clark ain't the only reason why there's a lot of attention on the WNBA. Why don't you just shut up and work on your game, man? Because you really sounding like a hater. You really are. And I'm kind of liking some things about you, but that right there is like, that's you know what I mean? You need to just ride that wave on out, that Caitlin Clark wave on out, because she really, you know what? I'm going to leave that alone. But anyway, Xavier Worthy's fiance, she despised the success that Xavier Worthy was getting. And she cheated on him she did it to demean him and to denigrate him. If not, and see, this is how a lot of females work. All females, majority of females, can not openly enter into a combat situation with another grown man and win. I'm not talking about, a domestic dispute where you jump on your boyfriend and you know that you can call the police. Even if you started, the police gonna come and arrest him. No, I'm talking about field of battle, Book of Eli, Mad Max Beyond the Superdome, a dystopian society. It's a can of tuna on the ground, and you and I have to fight to the death for it. Ma'am, you're not gonna win that. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna win that. I'm getting that can of tuna. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So what they'll do is they're just fine with using subterfuge or doing little sneaky stuff and denigrating you even if you don't know it. You get what I'm saying? And in one of Jason Black's podcasts, he had a gentleman call in, and apparently this gentleman would sleep with a gal, and said gal would already have a boyfriend, and she would bring her boyfriend to a mutual function and introduce her boyfriend to him. She's not doing that because old boy is so fly. She's doing that because she's trying to denigrate her boyfriend, even in her own mind. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't have to openly denigrate him to her face, but if she can knock him down a few pegs in her mind, she will, she will resolve with that. And that's what I think Xavier Worthy's fiance did. She was like, hey, once he get this big contract, he's gonna be popping bras all around the country. So I might as well go ahead and denigrate him now, denigrate him in my mind now, knock him down some pegs now. But it blew up in her face. And the thing about that is, especially when you're dealing with someone who is your hater. When you find them out, they're gonna blow the whole operation up. She tried to blow the entire operation up. I mean, she tried to extort this man. When that didn't work, she tried to have the law just throw the book at him. That's the thing about a hater, bruh. When they can no longer monetize you, no longer use you, they will try to destroy you. So fellas, be mindful. Take inventory of the people in your circle. And there's different dynamics between male and female haters. You know, platonic and intimate relationship haters. You get what I'm saying? So be mindful. Treat your life like a Fortune 500. Anything and anybody who keeps you in the black, they get to stay. Anything or anybody that puts you in the red, they gotta go. They gotta go. But yeah, man, that's all I gotta say.